Hey guys, it's Katrina, Alaska's hurricane, and I just wanted to give you some insight on what's going on in my mind while I'm chainsawing. When this part of the video was being recorded, it was negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the coldest temperature I have ever experienced. It takes me a while to start the chainsaw because in temperatures like these, your equipment does not want to work. But I enjoy working in the cold. Well, most days. So, a little bit of background. I am new to using a chainsaw and still actively think about where my head and legs are before I make a cut, because I am well aware of how fast things can go wrong, especially using a chainsaw when it is this cold. And so safety is a main thing that is on my mind while I am using a chainsaw. Now, at first it was a little intimidating for me, especially having all these logs in a pile, needing to move them to make sure I can make the right cut, because I am still not fully comfortable with making undercuts because the saw is going towards my face. And that's pretty much if the pressure of the log is going down towards the ground. If you're making a regular cut, you can see the log just slowly start to pinch your saw. And if you're not careful, it can get in a bind on the log. So I need to make sure that the pressure is in the right area while I am doing this. Now, since I had not experienced negative 30 degrees before, I kind of overdressed a little bit with wearing my coyote hat, and I wound up starting to sweat through the first couple of layers, and so I did wind up taking my jacket off because that hat, let me tell you, it keeps me really nice and toasty, especially while I'm being active during work, tossing rounds, moving big heavy logs, stuff like that. So a little bit of information about the chainsaw I am using. It is a MS-171 Stihl that is, I believe, around 7 to 10 pounds. The chainsaw that Taylor uses is a MS-500i, and I am not quite comfortable with using that one yet. I wanted to start off on the smaller saw, one, because I know it is lighter, and two, it doesn't have as much power, and so I can control it a lot easier with where my skill level is at right now. Also, normally I do wear chaps when we are out in the woods because it is an added layer of safety and security while we are out there, sometimes potentially out of phone service, or it'll take a while to get to a hospital in case something does wind up happening for whatever reason. I just didn't wear them in this part of the video because I left them inside and I was being a little lazy about it. On a typical day, after we have logged and filled the Suburban with wood, we then unload everything into our round pile, which we then process. Right now, Taylor is getting the splitter up and running with a torch because, again, when it's cold temperatures, your equipment does not want to start and you need to heat it up first. And I am unloading the Suburban. Once he gets the splitter going, he finishes unloading the Suburban and I start processing the rounds into split wood. This is the pile that we already have, and it is as tall as my shoulders. So we have a decent amount of work to do. Now, we had to get a new splitter because the old one was, well, old. And I've been working on the splitter for probably a good 4 or 5-ish months now. So I've become pretty quick with it. With the bigger rounds, I can use my leg and one arm to push them into the position that I need them to be in, while my other hand controls where the splitter is going. It has taken a little while to fine-tune all the skills, as well as get comfortable with doing this job in the first place. Because I never would have thought that eventually I would be taking a tree down and processing it into firewood. I mean, hey, I didn't even know what a splitter was, and I had never touched a chainsaw before. It's another beautiful day out on our property, and I'm just gonna show a little bit of a recap of what we did last time and what we are planning to do this time. So here we go. So it snowed since last time we were here. Not too much. We can still see our foundation. Our trail is still open and ready for us to do our business. And right now, Taylor is going to be walking around on the property and exploring a little bit more, while I start looking for beetle kill trees in order for him to fall them and for us to just kind of clean up a little bit in here and tidy up, open an area, give room for the live trees to grow more, a little oasis for the animals, stuff like that. Let's get to it.
It happens.
Help you so you don't get wet. You're good? Okay.
Oh, you're just lighting that whole thing on fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna get.
Do you want a napkin to light on fire and toss it?
Woo! No, I'm good. Nice and warm. You got that on video?
Yep.
Where is the? Oh. Nice.
Let's not have this fall on us. Shovel the fire instead of the snow.
Oh, it feels so good.
Drying off from the work we did earlier today. You know, it's a little hard to get camera angles when
Yeah, you're strapped down.
we have a bungee cord.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's warm. Yeah, I am gonna turn it left a little bit.
Okay. Saw that happen.
Huh?
I saw that coming. Sacrifice.
Yup. And I can just kind of sled back down. Hopefully not fall backwards. Yeah, that would be bad.
Ooh, we're getting there.
Okay. Well, once you're warmed up.
Oh no. I thought it was out of the shot. Being myself, I don't. Weird when someone's not holding the camera. You're like, don't say the wrong thing. I'll have it on film forever.
That's gonna be the intro, just.
The fire twerk.
Oh, that's almost a little too warm.
I know.
I have a steak.
Nice. Steak in the business.
A stick.
Oh. Is that your fire poker? You just have to have big logs now because you're loggers.
Well, not because I'm a logger, because it's a big fire and I need a poking stick
This is true.
that matches the size of the fire.
We don't like to build small.
People are gonna get such entertainment out of me doing this.
So hot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the fire's warm too.
No! I wanted to help.
There you go. Nice. Well,
Yes.
fire started. That was super tough. Having to rub all those sticks together.
This is what happens when two loggers get a property. Oh, and those who sell firewood. So, I present to you fire.
Yeah. Feel free to fall one too. Just push it. Or get out of the way and let it do its thing. None of these will kill you, so. I'll come help you. Like 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh, sorry about that. You okay? Okay. So I'm gonna go explore the property real quick and then come back.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
feel the heat from here. Sheesh.
We'll call this a walk. Talking to the camera. It's got green on top. Got it. No, cut them off.
Maybe sit down if you're a little munchkin. Yeah, this is home for now. Well, not home yet, but it will be home in no time. That's our home.